Okay, Mr. Pet, are you ready? Are you ready to go out? Let's take a look outside. Let's see. Some horses. Let's go and say hello, Patch. Beauties. Oh, you're gorgeous. They are such fun. Right, let's walk you, Patch. Hello, it's John, and here are these beautiful horses that we're sharing the farm with. A pony, and then these two beautiful horses here. And the farm has just been out and put fresh hay out for them about 8 a.m. in the morning, and now all the horses are out, and there's a few further horses down here. There's a white one that reminds me of a unicorn down there as well. So cool. So yeah, we're just camping here, and I'm going to take little Patch for a walk. I'd like to talk to you today, hopefully you can hear me okay through the wind, to talk to you about becoming your higher self. What does it mean? What are my experiences of it? Well, it's a bit like when you're around really beautiful animals and you just feel this lovely feeling, like I don't know, they're just content in the moment. And just hearing the dogs barking. Yeah, that, you know, when you're near a horse and just like they're really calm, they're really loving, and just in that moment, I think it's a really wonderful experience for me. I often wonder what it would be like after I left my corporate job, which I did in May last year, in 2024. And I wondered, as I continued to develop my psychic abilities, my business, my human abilities, like what I would grow to become. And for me, I just feel more and more, how to describe it, me. A mix of all the things I wanted to become, all the things I continue to grow with, and then also many more things that I didn't know were possible. So let's talk about some practical examples. We can say hello to these horses as we pass. Yeah, I would say the first thing is, I remember being aware of, people would say things, this a few years ago, people would say things like, oh, you can ask your higher self to help you, connect with other beings, like connect to your spirit guides, for example. It's like, oh, that's quite cool. Come on, Patch. Or channel other beings. And it's like, oh, that's really fascinating. I wonder how that works. And I know that really these abilities, like all these things that you seek in your life, pendulums here, that there's a part of you that already knows how to do this, and what you're doing is kind of just every day preparing yourself to become that part of you. And it might be that you just want to talk to your spirit guides, have a close relationship and chat right now. Shall we try it? As I pass these horses, I could this horse is running over here. I could ask one of my guides a question about horses. Oh, it's saying hello. Hello, buddy. Hello. You're gorgeous. Yeah, let's ask one of my spirit guides. Guides, how do I best connect with horses? So my guide Maya is saying that horses can feel our hearts, and so having an open heart, having a calm open heart is a really beautiful way of saying hello. I'd love to get close and to say hello in more detail, but I do have Patch and I don't want to disturb them. But I'll just say hello from here. Hello. Hey, horses. And I can feel like it's like the horse is just looking directly at me and my heart, which is lovely. Hey, buddies. That was wonderful. And yet, how do you go on this journey? What are the things that really help you on your higher self journey? Because I feel it's a journey, it's not a destination, right? I mean, you could argue that if you're always on an upward trajectory vibrationally, then the day you die, you will be, as a human, you will be the highest version of yourself, right? And it's just a journey between now and then. Equally, there's many things in my life that I just feel I have become what I would consider to be aspects of my higher self. And other parts of me, I'm like, I'm so human. I get grumpy and bad moods and, annoyed with the world and with people. They're like, it's tough being human. It's, just becoming that perfect blend of you, of all aspects of you. But yeah, starting with the simple aspects. This is a good idea. Come out in nature, explore, connect with the natural world around you. There's so much we can learn and experience, often in the silence, not just John walking with his phone in his hand with Patch. That tree there reminds me of a redwood, but I don't think it is. I'm not an expert. I think it's a pine. Apparently the trees in Scotland the pine trees aren't amazing for building things like ships and stuff, because the trees grow really fast because there's lots of water. So it means that their wood is less dense. Fun fact. But we get lots of trees, that's good. Lots of trees growing fast. So walks in nature, they're really powerful. And then having a good, clear diet. So being able to, be conscious about everything you consume. So your food. Does your food, was it grown in a happy environment? Does it, if it's a plant or an animal, thank you treat, or whatever you choose to eat, when it died, even if it is a plant, is it filled with happy high vibrations of the sun and the earth, or was it a kind of more torturous experience, traumatic when it died? This is something to be conscious of when you're consuming. Also, what you watch on your phone, unfollow all the people that just fill your inbox or unsubscribe, from emails and newsletters. Unfollow people that just don't align with, don't just like swipe them away, unfollow them. Or, it's some some social media, for example, like Instagram, allows you to restrict the content from others. So, you know, in any given moment, it's important to feel into that, because everything you allow into your conscious awareness is affecting you. You know, garbage in, garbage out, trash in, trash out. So that's why filling your day with nature walks and time with your pet and your loved ones and people you love and the experiences that you love, and your joy, these are all helpful in creating you. Like, they feed you this beautiful energy that you become. You know, you become what you consume. I think we're a little bit trapped here, Patch. I don't really want to walk through these fallen trees that look a bit unsafe. I would go through, but I don't want to drag you through, Patch. Let's keep exploring down this way. We haven't gone a bit further down here before. Come on, Patch. Patchy. Patch. Come, buddy, this way. This way, Patch. He was in a daydream. And then, you know, a regular meditation practice. And, you know, I love doing so many client sessions. It's just been phenomenal, especially since November last year. And so many of you, over 300 of you, have signed up for my free spirit guide meditations and are working through them. And it's just so wonderful to see that. I'm a big believer that meditation should be free, and that I should always offer, you know, some high quality services for you that are free of charge. And that, you know, my meditation practice, like this morning, I was running at just 6 a.m. in this morning run, you know, moving, getting my energy system flowing, running in the dark, which is a lot of fun. Not being able to see where you're going very well, but I love being able to, you know, when I run in the dark, I love the kind of 180 degree vision you get, instead of just with a torch you can only see like a little area in front of you. And so, you know, movement's a big thing, but, you know, whatever helps you, yoga, qigong, meditation, you know, mindfulness meditation. I have over 30 of those on my website. There's a 7-day mindful meditation challenge you can get started meditation with. Don't worry if you have a busy mind. I have a busy mind too. And if you join my membership group, including a 30-day free trial, you can see me posting every day about my busy mind and, you know, the noisy thoughts that go on and the distraction I experience. Like the other day, my wife came in and I was meditating in the kitchen, and she put on the microwave and heated a coffee, and I was triggered initially, and then I kind of loved it. I was like, actually, I quite like the white noise to meditate to. It's lovely. Thank you, tree. And so what you consume is, let's go a little bit further down this way, Patch. Oh, look, there's a wee path down here. Interesting. Never know if it's animals or what's created the path, people, or both. So yeah, conscious consumption. So I teach that as well. You'll see there's the, I think it's called the 3 Keys to Your Awakening. So definitely check that out. It's like a free workshop on my website. And then it won't surprise you, or maybe it will, that all this that I've mentioned so far is also in my Higher Self Foundational training that starts, I think the registration will close at the end of February, and then it'll, the course starts on the 10th of March. Interesting, there's like these vehicle tracks down here. I have no idea how they got vehicles down here, and they kind of just start and stop. Yeah, so making sure you have really good spiritual hygiene. Horror movies, they're not good things to watch. you might enjoy them. We all get to choose what we consume, and there's no judgments. And even I still from time to time catch myself wanting to watch it, or start watching a movie and realizing that it's actually a horror movie. but being really careful of what you consume. Think about the energy of the crew, the actors, the writer, all those that are involved in the creation of something. And sometimes in horror movies, and if you read about them as well, if about The Shining and like other movies, I've never watched The Shining actually. There's or is it Birds as well? There's just these these tough experiences that happen to the cast, to the crew. So know that the energy of what you consume, if you really feel that everything's energy first, it becomes much easier to understand that everything. It's a bit like saying to yourself, my phone doesn't exist, my TV doesn't exist. They're just portals, and that the energy flows freely through them. That becomes much easier to understand, right? Because then you're like, oh, so if I if I go onto any online movie streaming provider, excuse me, like Netflix or Amazon or whatever, and then I choose one of these, darker movies, then I'm consuming that energy, or ghost hunting, or whatever it is that you're choosing to consume. So all I ask, without any judgment, because I'm certainly not perfect, is to just be conscious. And in these foundations of what you consume, diet, regular exercise, movement. I'm a big fan of dancing in my kitchen. If you search me on YouTube and I think just John Binnie and Alexa, you'll see me dancing around to different videos, in different videos to John Binnie songs. And I also love creating music, which I really enjoy, following your passions and simply following your joy. Like, just do the things that bring joy in your life. And it's hard to go wrong, as long as you're not harming others, and you're doing it sustainably, then just look after your human as best you can, and you will inevitably begin to help yourself become your higher self and higher self more and more every day. And another big thing is clearing, clearing your energy. Have a regular practice for that. You can do that in your meditations, you can do it with your dancing, you can have a regular practice for grounding, walking barefoot on the grass, touching trees, everything with intention, and intention to release what no longer serves you. Breath work can be fantastic as well. You hear I do a little bit of that at the beginning of each meditation. And then after that, after you continue to build those foundations, I go on to teach in my training courses how to do quantum energy healing and clearing and protection. Strong boundaries are a huge thing, and they're a huge thing for those of us that have empathic abilities. And many of you are, that are listening to this, and it's like we're fantastic receivers of energy, but we need to have strong boundaries to make sure we're not just absorbing all the trash around us, the trash energy. I don't know, it sounds a bit judgy to label things as good and bad, or trash or not, but know that some of the energy can be like low vibration, and it's up to you what you consume. So having a clear boundary, often what I'd say to clients is, if your art skills are like me, draw a little stick figure of yourself, draw a big circle around the outside of you, about 2 meters out. On the outside, write three words that are feelings, they're emotions. On the outside of the boundary, they're the things you block. That might be hate, violence, it might be division, it might be disrespect. And then on the inside, you may write love, mutual respect, self-love, whatever you want to write on the inside of your boundary, and then stick it up on the wall. Maybe it's the first thing you look at in the morning, or the first thing you look at before you leave your home, and read it and look at those boundaries, and you're really programming your subconscious and your mind to say, well, these are the things that I accept and these are the things I reject. And when you reject things that attempt to breach or compromise your boundaries, be really clear and say to yourself, well, I wrote that for a reason. You know, for example, if someone's violent towards me, that's a strong boundary for me, and I don't need to explain it to someone else. I just need to act, and that's both energetically and physically to protect myself, you know, take myself out of that situation. The more you can have a strong boundary and a strong practice, the easier your heart finds it to open, you know, to soften, to widen. Your heart chakra's open to receive love, to give and receive, like a tide or a tidal river, like with this energy flowing freely in and out. And many of you ask me, how do I open my third eye, or how do I open my crown chakra to talk to my guides? It all starts with the heart, feeling you have a safe heart. Every aspect of you is listening to your heart. So the more safe you can feel, and you know, safety is a feeling, the easier all this stuff is. Yeah, and I also recommend a regular clearing practice, you know, removing negative energies and entities from yourself. And I do this every, well, I won't give the exact frequency, but know that it's both regular and irregular at the same time. But I do a lot around the activity of my client sessions, and then also part of my personal practice. And that helps me massively. And you can just follow my spirit guide meditations to experience how to do that. And then I also do a lot of work. You hear me talking to my guides a lot. I take those messages each day and share them with the rest of you. I put them on the Highest John videos each day on YouTube, and that's a lot of fun. And sharing these experiences out loud is really important. And then, regardless of whether you've been successful in fully sending or receiving a word or an emotion or whatever you've set the intention for with your guides, know that it's important to extend gratitude and just say thank you for this, thank you for trying, thank you for that experience. Gratitude is very high vibration, and it helps you attune with your guides, helps them connect with you and you with them. So these are all really important practices. You know, just say thank you for trying, and well done myself, well done John for trying. But yeah, there's lots more for you if you're interested to join my Higher Self foundational training. You can go on and do the intermediate training, and lots of the different beautiful, wonderful souls of you that have attended the courses have gone on and offered these services in your business. And you know, like Viviane Heller, you can see on my live streams. The next one's on February 17th on YouTube, and then also Chloe as well. She's a guest from time to time, and there's lovely videos of her sharing her experiences of the Higher Self foundational training. So if you're interested, please sign up. And if you don't have the funds right now, please do keep going with the spirit guide meditations. That's how I learned on a journey of self-discovery. So know that you don't always have to pay for everything, that you can do a lot of this yourself. It might just take you more time. Okay, hope this finds you well. Sending so much love from Scotland and these beautiful horses.